Welcome back to Flat Earth YouTube channel. So in this episode, we'll be talking about some South African traditions that are very shocking. While some traditions may seem shocking to outsiders, they often hold deep cultural significance for the communities practicing them. In South Africa, there are diverse cultural practices that might be unfamiliar to so many people. In this video, we'll be looking at those cultural traditions, why they exist in the first place, and what is the current level of acceptance in the modern society. Number one is what is known as the Ukutwala. The Ukutwala has deep historical roots in certain South African cultures and was traditionally practiced with the consent of the families involved. It was seen as a way to strengthen family ties and maintain social cohesion within communities. However, over time, the practice has been abused, with young girls being abducted against their will. Ukutwala gained international attention due to its abusive nature, especially when young girls are forced into marriages without their consent. The practice is widely condemned both within South Africa and internationally. In response to the concern about the exploitation of young girls, the South African government has taken steps to criminalize forced marriages and provide legal protection for victims. Ukutwala is deeply rooted in gender dynamics and power imbalance within South African society. It often perpetuates harmful stereotypes and reinforces the subordinate position of women and girls. Critics argue that it violates the human right of young girls and perpetuates cycles of poverty and inequality. There have been efforts to address the practice of Ukutwala through legislative measures, public awareness campaigns, and community interventions. Organizations and activists work to raise awareness about the harmful effects and also providing support services for victims. The number two is the initiation ceremonies. Initiation ceremonies hold immense cultural significance for the Xhosa and Indebele communities, representing a crucial stage in a young man's life. They are seen as a way to instill cultural values, traditions, and responsibilities, while fostering a sense of identity and belonging within the community. Prior to initiation ceremony, young boys undergo a period of preparation during which they are taught about their cultural heritage, societal roles, and the importance of their initiation journey. This preparation often involves guidance from elders who play a central role in passing down knowledge and traditions. One of the central elements of the initiation ceremony is circumcision, which symbolizes the physical and spiritual transition from boyhood to manhood. The circumcision is typically performed by traditional surgeons known as Nsibi among Xhosas and Amakankata among Indebeles. While the practice carries inherent risk, including medical complications, it is regarded as a necessary and sacred aspect of the initiation process. Following the circumcision, initiates are secluded in a designated initiation school or initiation lodge away from the community. During this period of seclusion, which can last several weeks, initiates are guided by elders and undergo further teachings, rituals, and ceremonies aimed at instilling cultural values, discipline, and resilience. At the conclusion of the initiation period, initiates return to their communities as fully recognized men. A celebratory ceremony known as Ukuzebela among the Indebeles and Ngidi among the Xhosa is often held to welcome the initiate back into the community. Family and community members gather to celebrate the initiate's achievements and to honor transition into manhood. While initiation ceremonies remain deeply ingrained in Xhosa and Ndebele culture, they also face modern challenges and controversies. Issues such as medical safety during circumcision, the commercialization of initiation schools, concerns about cultural authenticity have sparked debates within these communities and among broader society. Number 3. Sangomas and traditional healers. Sangomas, also known as traditional healers, are revered figures within many South African cultures. They are believed to possess a special connection to the ancestral spirits and the spiritual world. Sangomas use divination, herbal remedies, rituals, and spiritual practices to diagnose and treat various physical, emotions, and spiritual ailments. Becoming a Sangoma is a calling that is often recognized during childhood or through dreams and visions. Those who are called to become Sangomas undergo extensive training and apprenticeship under experienced healers. This training includes learning about medicinal plants, spiritual practices, ritual ceremonies, and methods of divination such as throwing bones and interpreting dreams. Sangomas provide holistic healing that addresses not only physical symptoms but also spiritual and emotional well-being. They believe that illness and suffering are often caused by spiritual imbalances, ancestral displeasure, or unresolved issues within the individual or community. Through rituals, ceremonies, and herbal remedies, Sangomas work to restore harmony and balance to their clients' lives. Sangomas hold a respected and honored position within their communities. They are often consulted for advice on a wide range of issues, including health concerns, family disputes, career decisions, and spiritual matters. Sangomas play a crucial role in preserving cultural tradition, promoting social cohesion, and maintaining community harmony. While sangomas operate within the realms of traditional healing, there is also a growing recognition of the importance of integrating their practices with modern medicine. Many sangomas work alongside medical professionals to provide complementary care and support for patients dealing with chronic illnesses, mental illness issues, and other challenges. Despite their cultural significance, sangomas face challenges and controversy, including skepticism from some sectors of the society, accusation of charlatanism, and concerns about the exploitation of vulnerable individuals. Additionally, the lack of regulation and standardization within the traditional healing sector has led to debates about training, ethics, and accountability. Number 4. Polygamy. Polygamous marriage are legally recognized under South African law, provided that certain conditions are met. The Recognition of Customary Marriage Act of 1998 acknowledges customary marriage, including those involving polygamy, as valid and legally binding. However, there are specific requirements that must be fulfilled, such as consent from all parties involved and adherence to customary marriage practices. Polygamy has deep cultural and historical roots in many South African communities, predating colonialism and Western influences. Within certain ethnic groups, such as the Zulus, the Xhosas, and the Swazi, polygamy has long been practiced as a symbol of wealth, status, and fertility. It is often seen as a way to strengthen family ties, build alliances between families, and ensure the continuation of lineage. Polygamous marriage can involve complex social dynamics, including relationships between co-wives, children from different marriages, and extended family members. While polygamy offers some benefits, such as a shared responsibility and support network, it can also present challenges related to jealousy, competition, unequal treatment among spouses and children. Polygamy in South Africa is often characterized by traditional gender roles and power dynamics. While men are permitted to have multiple wives, women generally have less freedom to engage in polyandrous relationships, that is, having multiple husbands. This asymmetry reflects a broader societal norm and patriarchy structure that prioritizes male authority and control within marriage and family structure. Despite legal recognition, polygamous marriages are subject to certain legal protections and regulations under South African law. For example, spouses in polygamous marriages have the right to inheritance, property, and financial support. Additionally, laws prohibiting gender-based violence and discrimination apply equally to all marriages, including polygamous unions. While polygamy remains a significant cultural practice in South African communities, attitudes towards it are evolving, particularly among younger generations and in urban areas. Factors such as economic constraints, urbanization, and changing gender roles have contributed to a decline in the prevalence of polygamous marriages in certain contexts. It is crucial to approach discussion about cultural practices with an open mind, acknowledging that what may seem shocking to one person might hold deep cultural significance for others. Finally, it is essential to recognize that cultures are not static and may evolve over time, with some practices becoming less common and fading away altogether. And with that, we come to the end